chers concitoyens français. Français, je vous ai compris. T'as compris toi aussi?
Bonjour. Oui, j'ai compris.
Alright guys, what is going on, and welcome into this new series of trainings that I'm going to do with my friend Louis. I am going to announce officially that I am participating into the WNBF of France in late September, and I'm going to compete in the classic division. This series of video will be a presentation basically and a walkthrough what everything is happening, and I'm going to do it with my friend Louis that you're currently seeing at the screen right now. I've been coaching him for almost 2 years now, and he has a fantastic level and he wanted to do it. This is going to be his first show, and you're going to see me and him basically fool around.
So, HERSOVYAC qui est en akimbo de Monster, ultra pitchy kin, Monster weight, normal.
Je voulais dire un truc mais non.
De quoi?
Non, faut que je me censure.
T'allais dire un truc raciste encore?
Non. Non. Non, j'allais dire celui-là c'est pour les gays, celui-là c'est pour les gens normaux.
Il y a combien de disques
Pardon?
Il y a combien de disques là?
Il y en a 10, il y a 200 là.
Ah putain.
Attends, 2, 4, 6, 8, ah non il y a 9. Il y a 180.
Alright guys, as you can see we are fooling around quite a bit. I just wanted to be more natural for you guys and not just being all serious and scripted. This video is 2 training in one. The first training I'm showing you is the pull and delt one I have with my friend. We are doing the same exercise, the problematic and the things we are trying to develop are basically the same. 2 rows, heavy at first, one for traps and rear delt, the other one more for lats but overall volume. Then we have a wide grip vertical one for the teres major and finishing up whatever is left with the lats. And then we are going to go on to the delt isolation. So we are going to do cable reverse slice, and the intent is to just drive the elbow back and have a good stretch at the top. As you can see, we are doing one arm. That way we are making sure to really cross the body with that hand. Despite the fact we are basically the same height, we do not have the same shape and the same bone structure at all. So despite the fact we are doing the same exercise, you can see that the execution is slightly different. Regardless, I think it's pretty interesting to see because it's the same exercise, the application is just slightly off. And I would like to ask you guys in the comments to tell me what you would like to see the most with this series, the training, the diet, maybe the cardio, the posing, whatever. But yeah, this is for you basically, guys. And right up, we are going to go onto the push arm workout that we did.
Pourquoi tu racontes ta vie comme ça?
Parce que ma vie est très intéressante et que mes parents ne m'ont jamais laissé aimer quand j'étais enfant, donc forcément il faut que je le raconte à vous.
Ok. Le premier qui fait une overdose de Monster a gagné.
Influence à boire plus de Monster, mec.
Littéralement.
Par contre, premier degré,
je ne buvais pas de Monster avant de l'avoir rencontré.
c'est moi qui l'ai branché Monster White. Hein. C'est voilà, j'étais un peu.
Je buvais pas de Monster. Avant, je buvais pas de boisson énergétique.
C'est quoi, c'est du côté obscur? Puis il a pris du muscle dans le haut de pec.
le secret pour avoir des
Exactement, voilà, buvez du White Monster.
Et en plus, si la Monster elle est défoncée, c'est encore mieux.
Moi, ça arrive surtout quand on mange Popeye, alors qu'on est censé être en diète quand même.
Je vois pas du tout de quoi tu parles. C'est quoi Popeye déjà?
Alright, so for this push arm workout, what we did is basically to superset presses and curls. We started out with the shoulder press machine with as much range of motion as possible to really bias as much the shoulder and the upper chest as possible while letting the triceps basically be a little. Despite the fact that the resistance curve of this machine is ascending, so it's harder at the top than at the bottom, it's still a good way to bias as much as possible the torso and give the triceps a break. Then we did this Mish incline press, as you can see here on the screen. And in between the sets, we basically did curls. We did pinwheel curls at first, which is a good all-round movement to both work the biceps, but also the brachioradialis and the brachialis. And then we immediately went to the arm isolation. So this kind of a compound lift that you may or may not have seen yet, that is called a GM press. And we like to do it into the Smith machine for the added stability and the fact that with our valgus and our arm length, it's still possible to really work through the triceps with as much joint rest almost as possible. And we superset that with normal dumbbell curl. I am actually injured in one elbow, some kind of weird tennis elbow that is only hurting me on curls. That's why I'm so light. And I'm also controlling a bit more the movement, but as you can see, especially the right arm, I'm having a bit of problem, and that is the elbow that is hurting. But I'm fine, guys, do not worry. As for Louis, as you can see, the same movement, same bench, same station, everything, but he's doing it slightly different. Actually, the elbow angle is not the same for me and for him. It has to do with the arm length and also the clavicle length, which is basically biomechanics, you know. It's your bone structure and your muscle attachment and length and your own personal feeling regarding what feels good, what does not feel good, and what you want to achieve. For example, like me, Louis had extremely powerful and big forearm, and we worked a lot on bringing up his arm, both the biceps and the triceps. That is why you might think we are looking goofy when we curl, but this is actually the way we find the best to really work as best as possible our biceps. As for the GM press, the elbow angle, the arm length, the grip width, everything is worked through to basically give the most stretch at the triceps and then the most flex. As for the exercise itself, think of a mix of a skull crusher and a close grip bench press, which is quite loved by powerlifters actually. It's an old school movement. After that, we did a bit of chest isolation, God knows I need it, and we resorted to cable flies. That way it's not too stressful onto the shoulder, and it's a good way to add volume very easily without stressing too much and impeding the recovery. Remember, we are preparing for a show. We are currently in a pretty substantial caloric deficit, so we need to keep our strength. And after that, we went back onto the arms, that way to finish it off. We did arm preacher curl. I did one arm at a time, he did two arms at a time. The reason why is that I really need to bulletproof my arms and keep making them used to require some stability at the joint, both the elbow and the wrist, and to work whatever muscle I need to work. While for him, there is a slight imbalances between his two biceps long head and his two brachialis, so the muscle that you can see pop under the biceps. And it's much better for him to do it with both arms. Little flex in between sets, and then afterward, we went on the next exercise, the next superset, even trisets, basically, which is the dumbbell incline curl. I'm just doing this lightweight because, as I told you, my elbow is hurting. So I'm controlling as much as possible and I'm just, doing what I can.
Là, il fait des extensions triceps avec une meuf. C'est littéralement le poids d'une meuf, là. Ou alors un homme très menu. Hein? Par là où il peut.
I forgot about this interaction. So yeah, we're doing incline curl. He's doing one arm at a time, which is much better if you want to go harder and heavier, which he can, but I can't right now. It's okay. And then we did French press, which is a key exercise, one of my most preferred exercise for the long head of the triceps and even the triceps as a whole. We are at the end of the workout. We are very, very tired, but the main difference between an average physique and a good physique is what we did right now, which is to really push that last rep and just finish shy to failure. With all those arm sets, we still sneaked in a little bit of delt isolation. This bent over lateral raise is very good because it's quite easy to do. It's you can do it every time, everywhere in the gym. And it's very easy to bias the rear delt and the lateral head. And this is going to be a position where the AC joint and the suprasupinatus are not going to be in a precarious position where you can basically hurt yourself or even impinge it a little bit because there is way too much external rotation at the shoulder. So very good to finish off any kind of workout. And here we're going to pause and I'm going to let you be for a while. Alright guys, thank you for watching. It's a real pleasure to show you this and it's going to be an amazing experience to go up on stage again. Thank you for all the support that you're giving me. Thank you for all the likes, the comments. Please let me know what you would like to see. A huge thanks again to my friend Louis and to Ailes for the camera work. Take care.
Alors, petit tuto les gars, comment reconnaître un fake nati sur Instagram. S'il est plus fort que vous, fake nati.
S'il est plus balèze que vous, il est fake nati.
S'il a plus de veines que vous, fake nati.
S'il a plus de string que vous, il est fake nati.
Et surtout si c'est un athlète naturel qui va en compétition naturelle, il est fake nati.
S'il a moins de cheveux que vous, il est fake nati.
S'il a une calvasse à 30 ans, c'est un fake nati.
S'il est tatoué des bras, c'est un fake nati.
Oh quel golemon. Ah.